Boys and girls, welcome back to Atomfall. Excuse you, loudspeaker, I'm talking to my friends. Last episode... What did I do last episode? For me, it's been a few days, and if you've been paying attention to my community posts and my Twitter feed, or X feed, X-app feed, you would know that I have had a hell of a week. TLDR for those of you that... I can open that door. Sorry. TLDR for those of you that don't pay attention to that stuff, it is currently Friday morning. Tuesday, I went to the emergency room for medical reasons, obviously, duh. I'm not going to get into depth, but I was there for most of the day, as one typically is when they have to go to the emergency room. Wednesday was a normal day, but I was recovering because, you know, the day prior, kind of a bummer. And then Thursday, I had to travel to a different hospital to get medicine infused, and the infusion took 2 hours. Most of you probably don't care, and if I'm a good editor, I put a timestamp on screen so you don't have to listen to me talk about that. And to those of you that clicked on the timestamp, welcome back. Anyway, I do remember at the end of last episode, I said I was going to eventually do the different endings, and I had to drop a hard save, which I did, but I also realize now that I have 16 skill points, and to stop myself from having to reinvest those 16 skill points, well, 17 skill points every time, that I'm probably going to invest those now, and then drop another hard save, and overwrite the hard save. So, is there another container I can open that gives me free goodies? Probably not. I believe I just got super lucky. There might be something else I can do in here. I just don't know what. So, anyway, with that said... Well, hold on. Can we parkour it? Nope. Alright, fantastic. Let's invest my skills. The resistances are probably gonna be good. Okay, so I have 17. 4, 4, and 4. Okay, so that's 12. Let's just go ahead and buy these. Nothing happened. Okay, there we go. Now I'm down to 5. Do I just take radiation resistance? Thick skin is interesting. I also haven't found myself in too many situations where I'm getting hurt by melee. I could get bow draw speed. Not super important, because I don't really use the bow that much. It's really down to thick skin or radiation resistance. I would like both, but it's really hard to pick between the two, because radiation really isn't that big of a problem, at least right now. I say that, I might accidentally stumble into Chernobyl at some point and die because I didn't take this, I don't know. And then that's also important, but I also don't get meleeed that often. I'm gonna just take this one to finish off this block. And that's all of conditioning. So, like I said, let's drop another hard save on top of the hard save. Do it twice just to be absolutely sure. And now this will probably be my divergence point once we do everything. I don't know what I want to do first, though. Probably I'm going to tackle it like I tackled how I went about stuff in Fallout, where, like, I'm gonna not do the ending I want first, so we might tackle the endings I don't want first, which means, by that logic, we probably just let Dr. Garrow out. Because I'm sitting here thinking, am I gonna do all the endings? I actually can't do all the endings because Mother Jago's dead. Her ending literally is not an option, and I was also tipped off that her ending is kinda really stupid. Which, to be completely honest, I kind of assumed.
Keep your nose clean.
I'm fine, bro. You worry about you. Yeah, like, Mother Jago, at least for me, was not a likable character. So it was not shocking at all whenever people spoiled her ending was dumb. And then there also just may be endings that I just don't get because I'm stupid and I don't think about them, so... Whatever. Alright, let's start off with this one. Let's let her go, because I think that door is finally open for me and I can just walk out and leave that way without having to fight everybody. And I also think this might be one of the easier endings to get. Do that. Open the door. Let's open this. I don't think we'll need atomic batteries anymore, so let's put that away, and I'll keep everything else for right now. Another training stimulant. What did that bring me up to? 2. Okay, I can't do anything. To do that preemptively. Let's pull the lever and then let's run for the door. She's free, let's run. Because we're gonna be trespassing. We already figured that out. Or am I not trespassing? Did they not know it was me? The last time I did that, I was trespassing. Do they not care that I did it this time? This might be, but... Oh, I lagged. Every time the game saves, I spin in circles. Do you care about me? Or are you busy killing prisoners? Do you care about me now?
Look like they've run.
No, you don't care about me. The entire reason I put off doing that for so long is because the last time I did it, they got mad at me. Well, that might have just opened up an entire new world. That's genuinely confusing. Maybe I did something wrong last time. I have no idea. If you couldn't tell by my confusion, I have no idea. Whatever, though. If the protocol's not mad at me, well, I mean, damn. Makes everything easier. I'm sure they will be mad at me at some point. I mean, I'm literally collaborating with a prisoner of theirs in a second whenever I figure out how to get back. My bad, bro, my bad. I need to figure out how to get it back to the central part of the what is it called? It's really on the nose. It's central processor? Yeah, it's just central processor. Okay, I was overthinking it. I'm assuming this is where she would go. Yep, there she is. Alright, what up, Dr. Garrow?
My liberator approaches. Many thanks to you. My apologies for running off like that, but discretion seemed very much the better part of valor at the time.
Who exactly are you, Dr. Garrow?
Me? Well, so many hats, but I suppose I'm primarily known for my work in applied autonomous cybernetics. Which is to say robots. I was head of the department here. Things have certainly changed since I left the site. I never intended to return to so much fuss, and, least of all, a jail cell.
How was it you got back into the zone?
They decided to send in another expeditionary convoy. Given my involvement, it wasn't difficult to get a spot. I came in by support helicopter rather than in the lorries, all very exciting. The helicopter came down, however, which was rather more excitement than anticipated. Hardly the ideal way to discover that the measures we'd taken to counteract the interference field didn't work. I must say, I wasn't expecting garlands and adoring crowds to mark my return, but being thrown into jail was a little much. Lucky for me that you popped by. And you have found your way into the interchange too. I am impressed. When quarantine was enacted after the disaster, I wondered if I'd ever see the inside of this facility again.
Why do I not have a question be like, y'all didn't test your stuff before you flew into the interference? What is this place, the interchange? I feel like we've already been told that multiple times by different people, but you know. Sure, what's the interchange?
This is a fruit of the last war and the cold one that followed it. The beating heart of research into Oberon and the advantages it might provide to Britain. Slate caverns originally, but given over to science quickly enough when the government realized the significance of what we discovered here.
Never seen anything quite like it.
You've seen a great number of things that are none of your concern already. Really, I should be asking you just how on earth you got inside a secured facility. But since you helped me out of my little bit of trouble, what with the soldiers and the imprisonment and so forth, I shall do you the courtesy of pretending that you are perfectly within your rights to go gallivanting around secret government facilities. In all honesty, I really don't care where you came from. All I care about now is taking care of some business and then getting out of here.
To be fair, even if you wanted to know where I came from, I could not tell you. As far as my character is aware, they woke up on a cot in a bunker, and a dude in a suit like that guy's suit to our right ran up to us and said he needed help. I want out of here too. Perhaps we can make a deal.
I'm sure you do. You don't belong here, do you? Much like myself.
Well, you came back.
Well, perhaps we can help each other. There is something you might be able to assist me with. Very well. A little quid pro quo is in order. Help me, and I shall help you. My research notes are still here in my office, and it is vital I recover them.
I already got those.
My office is in the lower level of the robotics section. You'll likely need the signal redirector to bypass the electronic security to get down there. And for heaven's sake, don't touch anything you don't need to. Can you manage that?
I don't have an option to tell her I already got it, so I'll get your notes.
Splendid. I'm sure it'll all go swimmingly. It is remarkable that you managed to bring this place back to life. Remarkable. But listen, you still need a way out of here, and I can offer you that if we pool our resources. No one understands this place as well as I do, whatever they may tell you. If you help me tie up a few loose ends, I'll find us a way out. Astonishing that Miss Tanner should escape the convoy ambush with nary a scratch. An unusually resourceful young woman, clearly. She's taken an undue interest in some of our more secure systems. One might reasonably wonder why. I intend to keep my distance from her. I suggest you do the same.
A little late for that. I have her notes. I don't want to tell her about that. I have your notes.
Don't forget about our little agreement. Recover my notes from robotics, and I'll see about getting us out of here.
I'm trying. Do I have to tell her about Dr. Holder?
Dr. Holder? That's impossible. He's long dead.
Clearly not. I'm not gonna tell her where he's at. That's stupid. I'm not playing games, he's alive.
You'll have to forgive my astonishment. I thought that whole team was lost 5 years ago. Well. Alan Holder. I shouldn't be surprised, really. He always was a stubborn one. And you say he wants to see me. Well, I'm afraid I have to decline. I'm not sure he and I have anything productive to discuss at this point. We didn't part on the best of terms. A lot was said that can't be taken back. I wouldn't want him to overreact. I suppose you'll need to tell him something, though. Tell him I'm dead. How about that? I'm sure that'll elicit some small frisson joy from him.
Okay, so we found all the audio logs. She's not being entirely truthful. She's telling the truth with they didn't leave off on the best of terms. I guess actually no, the other part was true too. She did say a lot of stuff that she didn't, she can't take back. Normally people say that in the terms of they were mean to somebody or they said something that hurt their feelings. In this case, she said she was leaving without him, and that's what she did, and that's why Dr. Holder doesn't necessarily like her. It's why a lot of people don't necessarily like her. Actually, there's nobody in this game besides Dr. Garrow that likes Dr. Garrow. I don't know how we ended up on this dialogue tree, going down this path. I just wanted to tell her that I found her notes. Oh. They're not in my inventory. That's probably the issue. They are not in my inventory. I can't exit out of this conversation. Let me finish this one up and then I'll go to the stash and get the notes. Let's just go with this one. I think that might be a wise decision, actually, just to end the conversation, because it doesn't really matter what we tell her, we're still gonna have all the options in play. I'm assuming, unless this game just sucks out of nowhere for some reason and locks me into something that I'm not agreeing to, but I just need to get her notes. So let's go with that.
Do you? Oh, I'm glad that you agree.
Sure.
We can let this particular sleeping dog lie,
Whatever, okay. Where's the, here. I need her notes. There they are. Alright, let's talk. I forgot to have them in my inventory.
Don't forget about our little agreement.
I have your research notes.
Oh, good show. Oh, it is such a relief to have these notes back in my possession. Security concerns, you see. Can't have any old Tom, Dick, or Ivan taking these for light reading.
A memo down there mentioned you hurrying mining operations.
I thought I'd warned you about reading classified material.
Was not classified, it was on a table.
We were pushing back the very boundaries of known science. Britain depends on progress like ours. If she's to compete with the rest of the world, we couldn't afford any delays. Every decision that was made was for the good of the project. Now listen, I have an offer for you. While you were off fetching my notes, I've been trying to extract what data I can from here. Information was buried, almost as well as the site itself when the quarantine was called. Now, I have unearthed some of what I need, but it has become clear that the most sensitive research is elsewhere. Many of those records were kept at an external data center.
Ah, we can finally open that.
Given your success so far,
Sure.
positive cornucopia of information there. More than enough to satisfy even your curiosity.
Absolutely.
Well, what do you say?
Sure. Wait. Go on? Question mark?
Listen carefully. Much of our data was stored at the depot site.
Yes.
It should still be accessible if you can get the memory cores operating once more. All the answers your heart desires are there, I assure you. 2 important points, however. Once you're done, you must run a particular command or all your efforts will be wasted. Gen-era. Genera. Note it exactly. Secondly, you must not take anything out of that bunker. I cannot overstate that this is all highly classified. Now, here's the keycard. The bunker is out in Casterfell Woods by the dam. I'll mark it on your map.
I've already been there. You know what? During that last bit of dialogue, it finally clicked in my head who this person looks like. She looks like, and honestly kind of acts like, I don't know the dude's name, but he's a famous actor. He's been in many things. The thing I know him from and the thing that she reminds me of is the dude from the HBO series Chernobyl. He was the one power plant overseer whose name I cannot remember, but he was the one in the show where Dyatlov says, you guys won't be held responsible, and he replies with, how could I be held responsible? I was sleeping. That guy. If you guys have seen the show, you probably know who I'm talking about and might be able to leave some better context in the comments. 3.6 Ronkin, not good, not terrible. While I figure out where to go. I want to go to Casterfell Woods, so we go this way. It's also occurring to me now that I may have dropped my save in a weird place, because I feel like I'm doing a lot that I'm gonna have to redo in a different ending, but that's okay. When we come to that bridge, we will cross it.
Cards. Piece of cake,
Oh.
this is.
Oh. Okay, that person just laid down and gave up. There's another thing I wanted to do. There is an achievement, and that's exactly what I needed. If I can find more revolvers, I can do the thing I want to do. You don't have to do what I'm doing to get the achievement. I just want to have a nice revolver when I do it. So I got to keep an eye out for 2 other revolvers, which I'm sure I can find somewhere. And then I don't know what the achievement is called, but I know the achievement is hitting 6 headshots with the revolver without missing. Or it might just be getting 6 kills, but the best way to do that and the easiest way to do that, and probably the only way to do that actually, is to get headshots. So we'll just say headshots. And unfortunately, I am in this part of the world, so there may not be revolvers over here, but we'll do it another time. I'm sure those guys will respawn when I go back into the interchange. The dam is also over there. I'm going the wrong way, kinda. I can take the riverbed. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I didn't expect to mantle over the damn thing. Get it? Damn thing. Yeah, me either. Anyway, run up the creek bed and then we'll end up at the dam. And I guess we're just gonna stick with this ending that I'm already progressing down because I don't like Dr. Garrow. So it's probably the ending I was least likely to do. So we'll get the ending I was least likely to do willingly out of the way first. And then we'll work our way down the other options. There has never been somebody by
You are trouble.
the helicopter. Oh, you're a druid. Let's get it out of the way now.
Cannot feel out your
Keep your eyes open. I heard something.
All we need is 6 headshots in a row without missing.
Trouble in.
I think they've gone.
So let's see.
We'll die. What the?
There's one.
What the?
There's 2. I'll take the hits. I don't believe there's a time limit. And we're heading to the dam, so there's more people over here anyway. Probably not the most exciting way to complete the challenge, but what's going on? Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, let's talk.
Be aware of who your friends are. Be wary of what you let out.
What do you mean?
Dr. Garrow is not honest. Dr. Garrow is responsible for much. Beware who your friends are.
Yep, and there goes Telephone Man, just sounding like an obsessed girlfriend that is jealous of everybody in my life again, so... Oh well. That subtitle won't go away. Alright, where are the druids? I need more druids. There's some druids down here. Let's pop some heads. I could be wrong. There might be a time limit.
We don't.
That's 3. And I missed. Fantastic. Love that for me. Oh, they're gonna kill me. I would really rather not die, because I haven't had a quick save in a minute.
You will be.
1. Ouch.
Hack.
Ouch. 2. He's shooting me. 4, 3, 4. Oh, he's way up there. I cannot take that. Hold on. Stay where you are. I'm coming to you, bro.
You are troubling.
What am I stuck on? There's 5 and 6.
Take that.
5.
Is in blood.
Oh, bro, you need to relax. 6. Target practice. Get 6 kills with the Mark 6 revolver without reloading. Okay, so it was 6 kills without reloading, but the only way to really get a kill without reloading 6 times is to hit headshots, so... Alright, we got it. Carry on, druids. Drop that. I don't need it. And we have to go this way. Oh, let's go over here. Oh, there's the trader. Your inventory has to have refreshed by now. What's up?
Came back.
Oh, that it has, but you don't really have anything I need. Alright, carry on.
Stay safe out there.
You actually had nothing I needed, so that was kind of a waste, but fair enough, fair enough. Okay, those idiots have respawned. Let's go around. Barred from other side. That's silly. That is so silly. What do you mean barred from other side? I've been here. I mean, whatever, I'll kill him again. I guess let me go over here and open this gate. Again. And then my other concern that we're gonna find out pretty quickly is, did the robot inside the data store respawn? Because if so, that's dumb, and I do not approve. I do not consent to that. Nope, he's still dead. Alright, bet. Cool. Run through and do this. I already found that note. Did that do anything? Oh, they did do something. You're on now. Oh. Oh, is it just gonna be a non-stop? A non-stop thing of rats? Are we good? No, we're not good. Oh my god, it's not gonna stop.
Spotted.
So... that gets me in here. More training stimulants. And I believe that may be the only reason to come in here. Okay, it also unlocks this room. Another training stimulant. Another barred crate. Nothing else in here I can see if there's anything in here. Just ammo I can't take. And then, okay, we have to get power to that door. So we've opened the side doors. So we need to... do that. Which turns on the turret. Maybe he can help. Alright, whatever. Do that, come in here. Close that behind me, and I think we might be home free. We should be safe now. Damn, there's nothing really in here. Okay, do that though. And now everything is on. I'm still trespassing, even though, no, I'm not.
Is that you? Or somebody else? Oh god, now I sound like an idiot. It's always isolation. Forgive the surprise, but I detected the power surge there. Look, that bunker you're in, I presume Garrow has you poking around there for something. Well, I need you to do something for me. That place contains the most recent experimental data from the site. It's vital that we get our hands on it. There should be a console. Transfer what data you can from the memory banks onto a tape. Let me see. Yes. The Command Gen move should do it. Bring the tape to me when you're done. Or I'll no longer be able to help you. Good luck.
Joyce wants me to run move command at the dam, okay? This may be another situation where I drop another hard save or overwrite the previous one.
Weapon firing. Stand clear.
Okay, so the turret doesn't care about that at all. I have 8 more skills I can use, and then this is also like a divergent point where, like, I can still do pretty much every quest, because I was expecting when I let Garrow out that the protocol would hate me. So, honestly, let's spend the rest of our skill points that we have, and then I think I might call the episode there, and either drop another hard save or overwrite the one I already did, because nothing has really changed in the grand scheme of how I can end the game. So, like I said, I have 8. Do I take little perks? Because with 8, I can finish off this bottom row. Or I could also get gut health, finish off survival, and then work on these later. I think I might just do that. Let's take gut health. And then I have a twofer. Let's just take less recoil. And then, as I said, let's drop another hard save. Save number 3. Overwrite it just to be safe. It's the correct one. And that is where I'm going to end this episode, because it seems like I can go any direction I want at this point, and the same action is going to lead to multiple points. So I'm going to hide up here so the rats don't get me. And then I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, like and sub down below, and let's talk in the next episode. Boys and girls of pizza.